With every small business, there's a certain level of risk that you take. Today's video is all about risk and finding out whether or not I wasted my money or came out ahead in the end. Hey everybody, my name is Sam and welcome back to Samcraft. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys something that kind of relates to a bunch of other small business videos I've produced, specifically ones relating to laser engraving slate drink coasters. Back when I produced a video that honestly has since been extremely popular for the channel, I placed an online bulk order for the slate drink coasters. These are not from Amazon. These are directly from China where they are made. I want to say it was from AliExpress, but I'll put a link to it down below regardless. My reason for doing this is because I do a lot of quantities of drink coasters and I'm trying to reduce my costs overall, at least my per piece cost, to increase profit or allow me to remain competitive in the market. Well, 2 months later down the road, the package finally arrived. I have it here on the workbench. I have not opened it, and I want to share with you guys the experience of ordering from overseas and having something like this shipped to me. Disclaimer, it's my first time I've ever done it. So let's go ahead and hop over to the workbench, open this up, and see whether I was successful or this was a big waste of time and money. Here's a look at the package. I have taped up my name and address, but otherwise this is exactly how it was delivered and arrived to me. It looks a little bit rough. Actually very rough. It has been taped multiple times. It has been retaped multiple times, squished around, smushed, and honestly, I'm going to be shocked if we don't have some things broken in here. Alright, let's go ahead and open this thing up. I'll start by cutting the packing slip off the box. There we go. And we here have, I guess, the top. I don't know if there's any logical way of opening this other than just going for it right here. This is supposed to be 100 drink coasters, natural slate material, round, exactly like what I've been ordering from Amazon, but wholesale pricing and cheaper by the piece. Here's the moment of truth. Let's see if I've got what I intended and was supposed to get, or if I have a pile of rubble. Alright, first impression, thank goodness this is at least bubble wrapped. It looks like they are loosely put in here. Yeah, they're just individually bubble wrapped. So let's go ahead and unpack these guys. Some interesting, I guess, packaging material or fluff. It's some foam adhesive. It's like a little sticky foam board that has circles cut out. Interesting. Otherwise, it is literally a box with coasters just tossed in here. This looks like a double wall corrugated box, but it is not what I would consider heavy duty, especially being shipped from China to the eastern US. There we go. And here we can see inside the box, there's quite a bit of debris and dust from the slate coasters bumping around. And we can just really get a chance to see how really busted up this box is. I don't know if it was sent from the manufacturer like this. I highly doubt it. I bet as it passed from carrier to carrier, they taped it up and tried to fix it up as they went along. Here's a little closer look at how they are. They are individually bubble wrapped, which is good. And as far as first expectations, this is exactly what I was expecting to get. It does look like exactly what I did order. What I want to do next is take the time to individually unwrap every single one. I want to count how many I got, see if I received the number I ordered, and then inspect any of them for any kind of breaks. I want to figure out my amount of loss from this purchase and then figure out what my ultimate price per unit was to see if I really came out ahead or not. So sit back, enjoy some popcorn, a little bit of quick footage here, and let's assess the damage or success of this order overall. Well, I have counted and inspected all of the coasters, and I am honestly really pleased. I'm pleased for two reasons. First, there are 100 coasters and none of them are broken, so I got exactly what I ordered. The second reason I'm pleased is I have this stack of 6 coasters extra. So I got 106 with this order. I don't know if that is intentional. I don't know if the manufacturer does that since they know shipping can kind of get beat up, or if it was an accident. Either way, very pleased. I have definitely got my money's worth plus extra out of this whole order, so that's very cool. As far as any kind of defects or problems or throwaway coasters, there are a couple with natural imperfections that I will choose to put in my seconds pile. Those are not the manufacturer's fault. It's the way that the stone is. It's got variations or a little more rougher than I really like, so they get put in my pile. A lot of you people out there have also told me that I can sand slate to refinish those and save those, so it's awesome. For right now, I just have a pile of seconds. I guess whenever I get time, I'll bust out the belt sander and I'll start surfacing these and put them back into my stock rotation. If I ever get around to doing that, I'll be sure and show you guys that on a video too. It's going to be a very common thing as you order coasters of this style to get ones that are not ideal. They're not perfectly smooth. You're dealing with a natural product, and you're dealing usually with budget priced items so that you're able to mark it up and sell it and actually make a profit. So the quality control and pickiness of the manufacturer is usually not awesome either. That being said, as far as any kind of defects otherwise, I only have one to show you. So on the back of these coasters, you have the regular rubber feet, the 3 little dots they put on them. And these dot placements will vary with something like this. It's always been something that I wish I could choose to put the dots on the coasters rather than have them pre-applied at the manufacturer, but I've not found anybody that does that yet. And it's kind of one of those things where I'll just let it be what it is and be fine with that. On any coasters where the dots, or I guess rubber pads, are just really way off, they get tossed in my seconds pile anyway. Even if the slate itself is perfectly fine, I still put them over there because I don't want to give that to my customers in the end. So with this particular coaster, while the dots on the back look great, it's got a little growth on the front. So we have a mole in the workshop. So I don't know. I was very careful to look at all the coasters. All the ones have 3 dots on the back. So this genuinely is just an add-on. One of those anomalies from mass manufacturing that is kind of cool. So I don't know. I'll probably save this guy and not pull the dot off and, I don't know, set it aside. There's no point in doing that, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Otherwise, I'm extremely pleased with this purchase. I'll put a link to the exact box and everything that I got down below. It is not an affiliate link, but it will at least direct you to what I bought. That's about all I can do for you. I do not recommend anything beyond what I'm just showing you, exactly what I had and exactly what I bought. So proceed as you wish and just make your own calculations and judgment call if you want to invest your money and honestly risk it for something such as this. So, do I feel like I will make this purchase again? Will I order these coasters in bulk again and wait the 2 months to receive them? Yeah, I think I probably will. This was a good outcome from my risk of investment. Everything arrived, everything was fine, even with that box looking like garbage. Fingers crossed next time the box will be better treated and everything will arrive in better condition. Although again, no problems with these. Since that box is toast, I'm going to be putting these back in their little bubble wrap sleeves and storing it in probably just another corrugated box here in my shop to just have on hand and pull them out to make and sell for customers as I need to. It would be cool if the box was intact and I could just put it all back in there, but it is what it is. I also need to go through and sort these by thickness, as far as whenever it's sitting flat on my surface, how high or low they are, because as you guys saw in that other laser engraving video, differences in heights can affect the quality of your engraving. So that's going to take some time to do. I will sort through these, thin, medium, and super thick, and then I'll divide them and kind of organize them that way. That's a little bit of an insight into how I organize my stock and that's something that has been helpful, beneficial, and gives the customer honestly a better quality engraving and more uniform product set in the end. Well guys, that's going to be it for the exploratory video from Samcraft on whether or not bulk coaster purchases is good or bad. If you have any questions or comments about this video or anything of the sort, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Otherwise, take care, and I'll see you guys next time in the workshop. I did want to come back here at the end and let you guys know how many out of the 106 of these coasters are ones that I consider to be of second quality. Only 12. That's a pretty good proportion. I would say whenever I purchase these in their units of about 12 or 13 from Amazon, usually about one of those is considered second. So given the quantity purchased and everything considered, 12 out of 106 is pretty good odds. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.